I'm standing here outside of Disney's Contemporary Resort. My wife Courtney and I have a breakfast dining reservation for the fairly new Steakhouse 71 here at Disney's Contemporary Resort. We're gonna try a bunch of these great breakfast items, and we've already been looking at the menu and I'm pretty sure we're gonna go a little overboard, so get ready to see a lot of really great food. This is really interesting. Right over our table here at Steakhouse 71 is this picture of the Cinderella Castle mosaic being made, and we've actually had a story on the Tall Guy Talks Travel with Rick Doherty podcast about the man who designed and created that Cinderella Castle mosaic. And he was actually, this is 100% true, a Nazi interrogator during World War II. There's a lot more to that story, but it's just crazy that this picture is here in Steakhouse 71 right above our table. We're starting the meal with the Peru Alta Mayo Protected Forest Coffee. This is roasted by Joffrey Coffee, and Disney supports Conservation International's Alto Mayo Forest Project in Peru with this press pot coffee. So we're going to give it a try here. This is going to be the start of our dining experience here at Steakhouse 71. We're going to try the press pot coffee here at Steakhouse 71. I really love the press pot coffee at Boma in Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I know this is going to be different. I'm kind of interested to see how they compare. I am not putting this down at all, but it is not Boma's press pot coffee. That is definitely better. I'm not a coffee connoisseur, so I can't really tell you exactly why I think so. Any description I could use would probably not make sense to real coffee drinkers, but it just doesn't have as full of a flavor as the one over at Boma. But it's a great way to start off a breakfast. You have to have your coffee. I love Joffrey's coffee. I do like this, but when you're expecting something sort of on par with that great coffee over at Boma, you know, it's okay. So we're gonna start things off with Courtney trying this seasonal blueberry and lemon pancake. This is, of course, seasonal to this time of year. Courtney, you can start cutting into it if you're ready here.
Okay. The dish is hot and fresh.
No, you have no idea if it's fresh. You haven't eaten anything off it yet. You know it's hot. That is for sure.
The plate is hot. And I do like to describe things as fresh, but Disney prepares everything well, and they definitely use fresh ingredients, so I'm not lying when I say that. Let's get some blueberry and some lemon there, and icing. Wow. So it's really good, but it is sweet, especially with the icing. I like the lemon and blueberry together. It's tasting maybe a little more pastry-like than something that would be like a lighter, you know, accompaniment to the pancakes. But the pancakes are very well made, a little bit crisp on the outside, very soft on the inside. So just to get another bite, yeah, they're great.
Now we're going to move on to Courtney's entree, if you will. It's the Floridian Eggs Benedict. It is $19 here at Steakhouse 71.
All right.
And looking on the inside there, wow.
So, on top of an English muffin, we have a crab cake, and then the poached egg with hollandaise sauce. When this restaurant was the Wave, I did have this before. I'm not sure if it changed. I remember loving this before, and it looks similar, and let's see how we like it this time. It's really good. The sauce almost has a little bit of a citrus kick to it, which I wasn't expecting, but it's good. It's an interesting accompaniment, especially with the crab cake. You usually would have like a lemon flavor with a seafood, something acid, something citrusy. Yeah, it's definitely good.
All right, holy cow, did I get a lot of food. I wasn't even expecting this much food for what I ordered. I knew what I ordered, but I guess I was just thinking sometimes Disney, small portions, and you just want to get a whole bunch of stuff, but this is actually pretty good. So the first thing we have is the avocado toast that actually comes with these potatoes, and the potatoes have an avocado butter on them. So I have the avocado toast with the potatoes and the avocado butter. That is $13. And then I got the omelet, which is the vegetarian omelet. And instead of Swiss cheese, because I do not like Swiss cheese, I got cheddar cheese. And of course, what is a breakfast at Walt Disney World without Mickey waffles, so I got some Mickey waffles as well. Big, big, big meal. Let's be honest, it's probably 2 meals. So, first, I am going to try the omelet, I think. I'm going to try this omelet first. And it appears like there's much more cheese on top. I don't know if it's necessarily cooked in with the egg, but we're gonna give it a try. There's mushrooms, there's red peppers, okay. The mushrooms bring a ton of flavor. Sometimes mushrooms can be kind of bland, or they can even have a weird flavor. But this is like a good meat substitute. With these mushrooms, it has that meaty flavor to it. Obviously, it is vegetarian. It's not in meat broth or anything. But it has that substantial flavor. That was the most I tasted out of the entire bite, was the mushrooms. I had a little bit of the cheese there, of course the egg, and very little of the pepper. I didn't taste much of the pepper at all. I'm going to try a second bite. This one appears to have less mushroom in it, so... Listen, I don't like Swiss cheese, so I 100% recommend substituting the Swiss cheese with cheddar cheese. I just think it goes better with the omelet itself, and it's really, really good. It's substantial, I think is the right word for it. You get something like this for breakfast, you pay $17 for an omelet, and you want to make sure there's some heft to it so that you feel like it's worth the $17. Do I think it's actually worth $17? No. But when you talk about Disney pricing, yeah, this is a good $17 Disney omelet at a deluxe resort. So that's the best you can expect as far as feeling substantial. Now we're going to try some of the avocado toast. I see we have some pumpkin seeds on top of it. And let's go. The toast doesn't feel as fresh as the other ingredients to me. Yes, it's toasted, but it just doesn't have that really, really fresh taste to it. So I know I just made fun of Courtney for describing something as fresh, and now I'm making fun of something for not being fresh. But the avocado itself, however, is fantastic. So just keeping that in mind here. And I don't know if it's just an off day with the toast, but I definitely don't think the toast itself is great. But the avocado, that pumpkin seed, all of that is awesome. It's seasoned well. And I really want to try this avocado butter on the potatoes. That's really good. It's not overwhelmingly avocado flavored. But since this is a plant-based dish, I believe what they want to do is not use dairy butter. If you usually have dairy, you'll still love this. It's really good. The potatoes are great. I mean, I'm a potato fan, obviously. But yeah, I'm liking everything so far. I'll have the Mickey waffles in just a little bit, but I want to sort of try the more substantial stuff and then have the Mickey waffles as a dessert. Alright, so the first thing I want to state is that going back to that avocado toast, the avocado toast also had a caramelized onion jam. And I didn't really taste it in those first couple bites that I had on video, but as I finished it, it became more and more prominent as a big flavor on that avocado toast, so I had to mention it. It is really good. I just think the only thing that is my complaint about the avocado toast is the toast itself. Just didn't taste very fresh at all. It tasted not stale, but definitely not like you expect when you're paying $13 for toast. But when you're having breakfast at Walt Disney World, you have to get Mickey waffles if possible. This is not technically on the menu. They just have a side order of Mickey waffles that you can get. And I poured some syrup on them. This has been a big, big breakfast. So, yeah, here we go. There's just something about Mickey waffles that they shouldn't taste better than regular waffles in theory, but they do. I don't know if it's all in your head or if they do something when making the waffles that they taste that good, but I absolutely love Mickey waffles and it's so fun. They've been sitting here for quite some time. I dropped my knife on the floor and needed to wait a while to get a new knife. So they're not as warm as maybe normal, but they came out on a piping hot plate. I just decided I wanted to make them my dessert for the meal, so that's why they got a little cooler. That's totally on me. I've really, really enjoyed this meal. We'll talk about it more from outside the restaurant, but now we're gonna finish up some things, have some more of this press pot coffee, and enjoy the atmosphere at Steakhouse 71. So one of my favorite pieces of trivia here at Disney's Contemporary Resort in Ballroom of the Americas, Ballroom B, This is where Richard Nixon said the infamous, "I am not a crook." So if you're looking for a very, very unique bit of Disney trivia, US trivia, it happened right here in the Ballroom of the Americas on the second floor of Disney's Contemporary Resort. All right, here at Fantasia Market in Disney's Contemporary Resort, they have this snack time trivia up today. And here's a little challenge. If you can answer these questions, put your guesses or your answers in the comments to this video. What does the evil queen give Snow White to eat? You should know that one. What is Sven's favorite snack? 3, what meal do the Lady and the Tramp share? 4, what does Tiana make for Lodi's party? 5, where does Flynn take Rapunzel to eat? And 6, what does Stitch drink out of a baby bottle? So there you go, 6 questions. See if you can answer them in the comments. We just finished our breakfast at Steakhouse 71 here at Disney's Contemporary Resort. We actually still have our press pot coffee in to-go mugs here, and just stepped outside with Magic Kingdom and the monorail in the background to give our final thoughts. Some things that Courtney wanted to say about her meal after having finished it is that the Floridian Eggs Benedict, while she did really, really like it, she thought it was better back when it was still the Wave. She felt that they messed with the Holland glaze sauce or something like that. I don't know. She just felt it was a little bit better back when it was the Wave than it is now, and that's fair. She also thought that her pancakes were a little too sweet, especially like the icing, that it tasted more manufactured than fresh. She did really like the pancakes themselves. She thought they were fresh, and the fruit on top, but she definitely felt that that sauce was a little manufactured. So the monorail just going right over me right now. And she really loved the potatoes, however. So she gives the potatoes a big, big thumbs up at Steakhouse 71. I really liked my meal as well. I thought it was great. The only thing that I have to say really is that the bread for the avocado toast wasn't the best, but that was it. Everything else was fantastic, and I would recommend it. I like the new vibe. I like all of the historic pictures in the restaurant. I like that it's much brighter. So all of those things I think are a benefit for Steakhouse 71 here at Disney's Contemporary Resort. of course, here in the lobby at Disney's Contemporary Resort, this awesome, awesome Mary Blair mural. It has the infamous five-legged goat, but even before you find the goat, just a lot to see on this mural. So cool.